Good afternoon. We'd like to thank you all for being here. Today we're here to celebrate the bicentennial of St. Rose, Philippines' arrival in North America, which began the internationality of Sacred Heart education. And our third graders, along with their teachers and Mrs. Z, have worked very hard on a beautiful play they're going to present to us tonight.
Bonjour, I am Monsieur Duchesne, my wife is a Purier. Grenoble, France is our home, we're haute bourgeoisie. We have fine things and we work hard, I'm a lawyer in Parliament. My dame's in charge of 8 children, that's where her time is spent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Family and happy life, we'd even say beaucoup. Always something going on at number 4 Grenoble. Frank sister Philippine later became a saint. One, two, she was very headstrong,
And I've taught her great restraint. We've learned household skills and needlework to mend and make clothes too. To butter, bake, and dip candles at number 4 Grenoble.
Life would even say beaucoup. Always something going on at number 4 Grenoble. Right next door, our cousins galore. The oldest is Josephine. We are tutored every day as part of our routine. We learn and play and help the poor and always make time to pray. Many hands make light work is what we always say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. With family and happy life, we even say beaucoup. Always something going on at number 4 Grenoble.
I love the outdoors and climbing the steep hills. Josephine, hurry up. I'll starve man without you. It's lovely here at Uncle Claude's. I just love his egg. I have to raise you up to the top, dear cousin. How about relaxing under the shade of our favorite tree? And reciting your favorite poems? I'll be waiting for you.
Family and happy life, we even say beaucoup. Always something going on at number 4 Grenoble.
Philippine, it's time for you and your cousin Josephine to go to boarding school at St. Mary's. You are going to prepare for First Communion. Josephine, can I tell you my deepest wish? Of course, Philippine. You must not tell anyone, especially my parents. Your secret is safe with me. What is it? I love this life at the convent. I love praying. I feel called to serve God. I want to enter a religious life and teach people of Jesus Christ.
We're not sure how Philippine's parents heard about her biggest wish, but Monsieur Duchesne was going to put an end to it.
Philippine! It is time for you to leave St. Mary's. You can study at home with the other children. You may not enter the convent.
I'm returning home for the next 4 years. I was school with my period cousins. From our tutor, Albert Lane. We did learn Latin, history, the poetry of Dante, literature, Français, and mathematics. And when the numbers made no sense, I got help from my young cousin. Big family and happy life, we even say beaucoup. Always something going on at number 4 Grenoble.
your books away and get ready for ballroom dancing lessons. Perhaps you can use your fancy footwork at your friend's party Saturday evening.
Perhaps, Mother, I will need some practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Philippine engaged in every opportunity her parents gave her.
She fully participated in schoolwork and household skills and manners and social skills. Philippine went to many concerts, parties, and dances. She had lots of beautiful dresses, fashionable hats, and fine gloves.
Philippine went upon her parents' wishes of her education and her social life of the upper class. She never let go of her deepest desire of becoming a nun.
As a young lady, Philippine could carry on thoughtful conversations, but never forgot the value of silence during morning meditation and prayer. Her family had no idea she still held on to her deepest wish to become a nun and serve God. Philippine avoided any discussion of her deepest wish with her parents.
She didn't want to argue with her father or disappoint her mother. Her father and uncle had been looking for nice young gentlemen for their daughters to marry.
My younger sisters, Amelie and Euphrosyne, have both been married, and my dearest cousin Josephine has married and become Madame Savoy-Rollin. What joyous occasions!
Philippine, your father and I have wonderful news for you.
Your mother and I have chosen a gentleman for you to marry and have decided upon your dowry.
He is quite suitable.
No! Please, 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 I am begging on my knees. I cannot marry this man. Simply is not in my plan. I won't be sacrificed. Hallelujah, my Jesus Christ. Why can't they see a nun is all I want to be? What to do? I've got to think. I need a plan to swim and simply not to sink. Oh, what a stress this is. Oh, what a messy mess this is. I must use what I possess, and that is my dresses. That's it. I will give them all away. No more dances. I quit. I will simply have to say I cannot go. Oh, no, no, no. For I don't need a social life. I won't become someone's wife. I will not cry. I will not whine. With deaf determination I decline. For I have no dresses, I'll say. I've given all the finest away. For my heart I'll not betray. I don't mean to be difficult for my parents. I love them both so much. It's just I know deep in my heart what I'm called to do. I'm 18 and a half now. I'd like to visit St. Mary's. I miss the sister so much. I need chaperones to go with me. Aunt Perrier, I'd like to visit St. Mary's. Will you accompany me?
I'd love to walk up the mountain to St. Mary's with you. Shall we go now?
Oui, merci, Tante Perrier. Bonjour.
Bonjour, Madame Perrier. Philippine, it's so good to see you. It's been such a long time.
Yes, Mother dear Mayonnaise. I wanted to visit St. Mary's so I could speak with you privately.
Of course, dear child. Come in. I'll wait out here and enjoy the beautiful sunshine.
come home. This is where I belong. Just know I love you both so much.
We love you dearly, Philippine.
I will go into the altar of God. Philippine loved life in the Visitation Convent. She chose that order because their main work was education.
Learning about the missionaries gave Philippine her second big wish.
Her life consisted of prayer and study of Jesuit missionaries and helping people in faraway lands.
Life inside the convent was peaceful, but outside the convent walls, France was not peaceful. France was deep in debt.
France was running out of money. The king had given money to the American colonists to fight for their freedom from England.
So King Louis made the poor and middle class people pay more taxes, and they weren't happy about it.
In Grenoble, Philippine's hometown, the cardinal, archbishop, and judges who sided with the king tried to put an end to the town's government, which did not want the people to pay more money to the king.
Philippine's dad and uncle were a part of the town's government.
And just remember, the cardinal, archbishop, and judges didn't have to pay any taxes.
This made the French people really angry. King Louis sent the Royal Navy to Grenoble to get rid of the town's government called Parlement. The people of Grenoble were not having it. They climbed on the rooftops and threw roof tiles down at the soldiers.
The judges and clergy ran from the town, and so did the soldiers. It was called the Day of Tiles.
Day of Tiles, Day of Tiles. There is nothing to reconcile. We'll fight for what the fact is. We will not pay more taxes. Day of Tiles, Day of Tiles. There is nothing to reconcile. We'll fight for what the fact is. We will not pay more taxes. Day of Tiles, Day of Tiles. There is nothing to reconcile. We'll fight for what the fact is. We will not pay more taxes. Monsieur Duchesne felt that the violence was growing and wanted to make sure Philippine would be safe. If she became a nun, she might get killed or put in prison. He went to see Philippine at St. Mary's.
Good morning, Monsieur Duchesne.
Good morning, Mother de Marinette. It is of the utmost importance that I speak to Philippine.
Father, what are you doing here? Is Mother all right? I am staying here. I am going to become a nun. It has been my deepest wish since I was a little girl.
I know, dear Philippine. Just promise me this one thing.
What is it, Father?
Wait till you're 25 to take your vows.
That's almost 7 years, Father!
Just this one thing. Please, Philippine, I'm begging you.
I promise, Father.
Philippine's father was right. The fighting was getting worse. There was a bad harvest and there wasn't enough wheat to make bread. And it was very expensive. The people were hungry and poor.
King Louis was forced to have all three groups of the French people meet to fix the problem. It was called the estate system. It wasn't very fair.
The first estate, the clergy, less than 1% of the people didn't pay taxes. The second estate, the rich nobles, landowners, 1.5% of the people didn't pay taxes. The third estate, which was everybody else.
Peasants, merchants, artistes, bourgeoisie, paid all the taxes. King Louis' meeting with all three groups wasn't going the way he wanted, so the next day he locked out everybody else. So everybody else in the third estate had an own meeting at a nearby indoor tennis court. They made a promise.
We promised to write a constitution for France.
It was called
The Tennis Court Oath.
All these poor commoners, almost 30,000 royal troops, to the streets of Paris to keep these peasants in line.
Who said it was God's will for the king to rule? And why should the church have so much power?
We should be thinking with reason and science. Did you hear King Louis is firing his financial advisor?
Jacques Necker, I really like that gentleman.
Take up your arms to the Bastille!
Oh, my dear St. Mary's, it's hard to believe you've been used as a prison so long. It's in a terrible state. Such disrepair. I hope I can fix it up so the visitation sisters can come home to St. Mary's.
Oh, what a sight for sore eyes! But it's really a sore sight for sore eyes. I wasn't sure we'd ever return to St. Mary's. I'm not sure we'll get out. The place is falling apart.
You know, some ladies were asking if Novice Philippine was trying to be the new superior.
Now, sister.
Mother de Milanese, I'm so glad you all have returned.
Dear Philippine, we cannot stay here. We are far too old for this kind of work. It calls for youth and courage like yours.
Perhaps I'll associate with a different order. I will pray. Bonjour, I am Father Varin. Bonjour, Father Varin. I'm Sister Philippine Duchesne. Thank you for your interest in St. Mary's. I've been working so hard in St. Mary's to rebuild.
You have certainly done a lot of work. Quite impressive. I think St. Mary's would be quite suitable for the ladies of faith led by Mother Sophie Barat. I'll make sure she knows.
Thank you, Father. That would be divine providence.
Dear Mother Sophie Barat, I have recently visited St. Mary's in Grenoble,
where you will find someone in this house who has a great and generous soul. Her name is Sister Rose Philippine Duchesne. You should go after her. In great faith, signed Father Varn. I must travel to Grenoble.
Bonjour, allow me to introduce Mother Sophie Barat.
So nice to meet you, Sister Philippine.
Do come in. Mother Sophie Barat was made superior at St. Mary's, and the Ladies of Faith became the Society of the Sacred Heart. Mother Sophie, I've been waiting
For divine providence from God.
together we're better than each of us alone.
What is God, I ask you?
Supreme happiness, that is all. Be humble, simple, and bring joy. There is no act too small.
This is just the beginning of a relationship that would benefit the world.
Over the next decade, Philippine and Sophie continued their work.
Sophie became a superior general and Philippine became a secretary general.
They moved to Paris and established a new convent.
And Philippines still decided to work with the Indians far away.
Mother Barat's brother Louis, who was a priest, contacted Bishop de Burgh to live in Louisiana, North America.
Finally, Sophie Barat and Bishop de Burgh met in person in France in 1816.
Bishop de Burgh said several times he wanted a group of sisters to come to North America to teach Indian and French children about Jesus Christ.
Bishop de Burgh went to ask Mother Barat for help one last time.
Come in, Bishop de Burgh. It's nice to see you again.
Mother Barat, with my final visit here to Paris, I was hoping you could assign some sisters to assist the care and education of children and natives in the New World.
Bishop de Burgh, I hope you understand my position. It is a long and difficult voyage, and that is just the beginning.
As disappointed as I am, I respect your decision and thank you for your time and consideration.
Consent, Mother! Give your consent!
Yes, dear Philippine, I consent, and I shall begin at once to look for companions for you.
Finally, we are ready to set sail. Today is March 19th, 1818, Bordeaux, France. Welcome aboard, Rebecca sisters. I hope you're ready for a trip on the high seas.
I'll take your bags.
Looks like a clear day to set sail.
Can you believe we're finally going?
I'm so excited. I'm kind of scared. This is going to be a long journey.
And what might you be thinking, Mother Duchesne?
I'm so blessed that seemed impossible is now possible. The way has opened before me and I feel I belong.
A letter for you, sister.
A letter from dear Mother Sophie. Deep in my soul, God is calling me. I hear his voice, I will follow thee. The voyage de mon cœur, I am sure my heart is pure. Je te suis. With great tenderness, dear mother, I write this first letter.
This is your mission. You are leading your little flock so far away from us. The moment of parting was indeed painful. The very thought of it tore my heart. God has called you to this high purpose. God has given you strength.
God has called you to found a house in the Sacred Heart of America. Deep in my soul, God is calling me. I hear his voice, I will follow thee. Le voyage de mon cœur, I am sure my heart is pure. Je te suis.
Philippine could hear the call of God, calling her to cross the ocean broad. Le voyage de son cœur, she is sure her heart is pure. Crossing frontiers, crossing frontiers, crossing frontiers, crossing frontiers.
Deep in my soul, God is calling me. I hear his voice, I will follow thee. Le voyage de mon cœur, I am sure
She is sure
my heart is
her
pure.
heart is pure.
Je te suis.
Frontiers, crossing frontiers, crossing frontiers, crossing frontiers.
Captain, got some storm clouds rolling in.
All passengers, steerburst, all hands on deck. Sisters, please pray for us. The water's getting choppy. The clouds are rolling in. Batten down the hatches. We're going to get tossed about.
The sky seems to roll behind the mountains of water, dragging the stars with it. Black sea constantly gapes wide.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
The sail is tearing. Ah! Let us pray, dear sisters.
After many days on the open water, we arrived in New Orleans in the middle of the night, May 29th, 1818.
The Feast of the Sacred Heart. You do it too. No one is watching.
Greetings, dear sisters. Welcome to New Orleans. We are so glad you are here safe and sound.
How was your ocean voyage?
Let's just say we're so happy to be on dry land.
Come, we'll show you to your rooms.
Mother Michelle, where is Bishop de Burgh? I thought he would be here and provide housing. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Oh, I'm sure he's busy, but his brother is going to pay a visit soon. We are looking forward to hearing about your travels and plans for teaching.
The joy in learning lies within your heart and mind. Look inside and you will find the key to discovery. Finding out the unknown, exploring something new, learning how to learn. There's so much to do. The joy in learning lies within your heart and mind. Look inside and you will find the key to discovery. There are things you know. There are things you know you don't know. And there are things you don't know. You don't know. Learning never ends. Infinity, my friends.
There's so much to learn here.
Everything here is so different. The diversity of the people.
And the cities, so much to learn.
There are things you know. There are things you know you don't know. There are things you don't know. You don't know. But joy in learning lies within your heart and mind. Look inside and you will find the key to discovery. The from our long ocean voyage, it's time to head north up the Mississippi River to St. Louis, our new home.
Glory be!
The steamboat is very noisy. The river is wide and muddy.
It is hot.
And humid!
Which means...
Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip. Will these bugs eat us up tonight? Shoo, shoo, shoo. Get out of my sight. Get rid of the mosquitoes. For thee I smite.
After 40 days, we reached St. Louis. Bishop DeBerg greeted us and arranged for us to stay at the home of General Pratt.
But since there were no houses to rent in St. Louis, Bishop DeBerg had us move west to St. Charles. "25 miles west, Mother Duchesne was disappointed. This is the remotest village in the U.S. We settled into Duquette Mansion and opened a school a week later.
Just a year later, Bishop DeBerg moved us across the Missouri River to Florissant.
And our house in Florissant wasn't finished yet. Each place we moved, we dug in and got to work. And from south and northeast, got us moving. Up and down, east and west, does Bishop DeBerg really know what's best? To and from, south and northeast, got us moving back and forth. We want a place to settle down, but we just keep moving round and round. It can't be overstated. I am quite irritated.
Meanwhile, back in France.
Bonjour, Bishop Rosati. You do realize Mother Duchesne is insistent to help the Potawatomi tribe.
I know she wants to help, but she's getting older, and I'm concerned for her health.
If you know anything of Mother Duchesne, then you know if there's a will, there's a way. You know Mother Galaxon is getting ready to sail for America. She could deliver a letter to Mother Duchesne if you'd like to send it with her. I'll get her.
Dear Mother Duchesne, I'm delighted to know of your deep desire to work with the Potawatomi Indians. When one loves God, one never says enough. If I didn't know you well, I might say it's too much for you. But knowing you as I do, I say go. I'm to visit with the posting, and speaking of your mission, in great faith, Bishop Joseph Rosati. Bishop Rosati. Your Holiness, thank you for seeing me on such short notice.
I'm always blessed to see you. I'm always blessed to see you, Bishop. What brings you all the way to Italy?
Mother Duchesne in America has a great desire and determination to do mission work with the Potawatomi Indian tribe in Kansas. But she's getting older and her health is not the best. But as Mother Barat says about her, if there's a will, there's a way.
Who are we to stop desire and determination to do good works of Jesus Christ? She is my blessing and support.
Dear Mother Barat, the Holy Father has expressed a desire to see the religious of the Sacred Heart at work among the Indians. I thought you would be pleased to know. In great faith, signed Bishop Rosati. Glory be to God!
Mother Galatson, I'm so glad you are here safe and sound.
It was quite the journey. I am so happy to be here in St. Louis, and I am more happy to deliver this letter personally from Bishop Rosati.
Thank you for this blessed delivery. Let me show you to your room. Bonjour, Father Duchesne. How are you this fine day?
I'm doing well, Mother Duchesne. I just wanted to check in on any progress on the mission school for the Indians. You know we need sisters and money for the mission to happen.
I know, Father. Mother Galatson just arrived, and this letter smooths all obstacles. Dear Mother Duchesne, I'm delighted to know of your deep desire to work with the Potawatomi Indians. When one loves God, one never says enough, and if I did not know you well, I might say it's too much for you, but knowing you as I do, I say go! I'm going to visit with the Pope soon. I will be speaking of your mission. In great faith, Bishop Joseph Rosati.
I feel our cause may be won. Many miracles happened along the way to make it possible for Philippines' desire to do mission work in Sugar Creek with the Indians reality. Mother Duchesne was 72 years old and growing more feeble. Father Verhagen had been appointed to go on the next mission with Mother Gray and Mother Mathavan.
Our mission to Sugar Creek is finally becoming a reality. I need to make final arrangements with Mother Gray and Mother Mathavan for our trip. Of course, my visit to City House would not be complete without visiting Mother Philippine Duchesne.
Come in, Mother Verhagen. It's so good to see you. Let's sit in the parlor. Mother Duchesne is there. She will enjoy hearing about our plans.
Thank you, Mother Gray.
Hello, my dear friend.
Father Verhagen, we're so excited to see you to discuss our mission to Sugar Creek.
Yes, we are. We will be joined by Father Renan and Father Smith.
And Mother Amnat and Mother O'Connor.
We are so blessed to be a part of this mission.
Mother Duchesne must come to Sugar Creek. Even if she can only use one leg, she will come. Why, if we have to carry her all the way on our shoulders, she is coming with us. She might not be able to do much work, but she will assure success in the mission by praying for us. Her very presence will draw down all manner of heavenly favors on the work.
I'm in.
Mother Duchesne, I'm so happy to see you. I'm honored to join you on your journey.
Our work is just beginning, Mother Duchesne. I hope you will constantly pray for all of us.
Indeed.
Are you ready for a trip?
Yes!
Mother Duchesne, you are growing more frail. It's time to go back to St. Charles.
Go home? I just got here, and all I've done is pray.
Kakakanu, the woman who prays always.
Remember your own words.
Cultivate a very small field for Christ.
Knowing that God does not require great achievements. A heart that holds nothing back for self.
I've waited my whole life for this.
Very practiced, you are very wise. We are in the virtue, we hope you recognize. For all the times that were frustrating, you have a master of waiting. Please come to those who wait,
And wait and wait and wait and wait.
many times we are put on hold.
And now I'm very, very old.
We cannot overstate, you've been blessed to wait.
And wait and wait and wait.
Come along, Mother Duchesne. It's time to return home.
Mother Sophie, I miss you.
Dear Philippine, I know we're working on God's big plan of Christ for all to know. What is God, I ask you?
Supreme happiness. yes, that is all.
Be humble, simple, and bring joy.
There is no act too small. Deep in my soul, God is calling me. I hear His voice, I will follow thee. Le voyage de mon cœur, I am sure my heart is pure. Je te suis. Deep in my soul, God is calling me. I hear His voice, I will follow thee. Le voyage de mon cœur, I am sure my heart is pure. Je te suis. Our teacher, Mrs. Zarinelli, is awesome and we love you.